already, didn't
Right,
I?
right away, seeing Ward to my left, I said to myself, this must be basketball. But no, it's not. It is, in fact, District 6 AA football. And thank you for joining us here tonight on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night. We come to you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, building relationships one customer at a time. And, of course, we're here on 92.5 FM U92, as well as on U92Radio.com, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Renda Digital TV. You can go to our website, U92Radio.com, click on the IRMC High School Sports Night page, click on the link, and watch the game tonight. Andy and the crew ready to bring it to you on video as well. We apologize if the line gets a little crackly tonight. Seems to have cleared up in the last 5 minutes or so, and let's hope that it stays that way. Ward, these two ball clubs met on this field just a couple of weeks ago. Marion Center with a 27-3 or 27-6 win. The Stingers got on front early and just would not let Northern Cambria up off the mat, and that's a pretty good formula for a win.
Yeah, and we talked about that earlier at the coaches' show, that it seems that the problems that the Northern Cambria has had this year are self-inflicted. They make mistakes when in inopportune times, and against a good opponent like Marion Center, they're going to make you pay for that, and that's pretty much the way I think that game played out. These teams are fairly even. I think a slight edge goes to the Stingers. Certainly it's a nice home field here, but I think we're going to be in for, it's a playoff game. And the way the ball bounces is going to have a lot to say about who comes out on top. So take care of that football.
It bounced Marion Center's way the first time around as Northern Cambria turned it over 4 times, 2 fumbles, 2 picks, one of them a pick 6, and that's the way that one went. But how does it go tonight? We'll find out tonight from Marion Center High School. It's District 6 Class AA football. First round playoff action. The winner of this game to play Cambria Heights, and that will be next week. And it'll be on the field of either Marion Center or Northern Cambria. The winner of this game gets to host next week against the 7th-seeded Cambria Heights Highlanders. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night from our S&T Bank broadcast booth on 92.5 FM U92 and U92Radio.com.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and I respectfully ask for your vote on Election Day. I will continue to fight for your rights and your future. I remain committed to improving the quality of life in our region and making sure our children have the best education possible. Re-elect me, Jim Struzzi, on November 3rd.
Maybe you've heard of the Colonial Experience, but did you know that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you, even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. shopcolonialcars.com.
Every day, businesses find ways to face whatever challenge that day brings. Communities find new ways to come together, and families find more ways to stay connected. At First Commonwealth, we're ready to help you along the way, to help businesses take care of business, to help strengthen communities, and to help our neighbors look forward with confidence to whatever each day brings. We're ready, we care, and we're here to help.
Been involved in a collision or accident, call the collision repair specialist Petroff's A1 Auto Body, a family-owned business serving the community since 1946. Call Petroff's A1 Auto Body in Clymer, the collision repair specialist at 724-254-9417.
And I'll correct myself. Yes, it's a Saturday night. I'm just not used to saying that. Good evening, everybody. Todd Marino, Ward Hilliard bringing you the action tonight. Marion Center against Northern Cambria. It is a matchup of two Heritage Conference schools, but it is District 6 Class AA football. The field is only 8 in AA. Last night, Bellwood Annis with a 35-21 win over Bald Eagle. The Blue Devils of Bellwood Annis are the number 1 seed. Bald Eagle was, of course, seeded number 8. So they are out. 14-point game, a little bit closer than we might have thought.
Yeah, I thought it was too. And Bellwood's always strong, though. I wouldn't read by that too much, but they're going to be around at the end, I think.
Cambria Heights, Southern Huntington, the other game scheduled last night. Southern Huntington, the number 2 seed, forfeited because of COVID-19 concerns. So Cambria Heights moves forward, and that guarantees that the winner of tonight's game will be a host school for next week against the Highlanders. The other game in AA tonight, Central Cambria against Richland. The Richland Rams, it doesn't matter what their record is. It doesn't matter what point of the season it is. Richland is always going to be tough.
They're tough, playoff tested, and I think that getting back to the Southern Huntington situation, though, that's a break here for the winner of this game. That you said not only do they get a home game, to get it against, I think, a weaker opponent. I think a Cambria Heights team who eventually is going to get into the Heritage Conference is a winnable game for either of these teams. But that's down the road. We have to concentrate on what's going on here tonight. But that schedule, that break with Southern Huntington pulling out due to the pandemic is an excellent opportunity here for next week. Yeah,
indeed. Cambria Heights next year will be a member of the Heritage Conference, full-fledged. So let's get to our conversations with our coaches. Just brief, because we had a longer conversation with each of them this morning on the Luther Ford Coaches Corner program, but we want to hear from Adam Rising and Sam Schutte tonight, just in advance of the football game. Here's the Stingers coach.
We spoke earlier about this game tonight. It's a rematch with Northern Cambria, game held just a couple of weeks ago. Let's talk about it from the players' perspective. What are you seeing from them heading into this football game tonight against a team they've beaten once?
Our boys are laser focused, ready to go. Had a phenomenal week of practice. Got some guys back that were dinged up a little bit, and it's just been a good week. Even yesterday, it was kind of weird. Usually Thursday's our polish day, and with yesterday having a full day, and the team was able to get together last night and hang out, watch some football, and we're ready to go. We're excited. It's been a while since we've had a home playoff game up here on the hill, and I'm really excited for our program, for our kids, and I'm sure Northern Cambria is going to be ready to bring it as well.
Watching young guys and how they react to seeing a game on film, and a game so recent as the one against Northern Cambria, what were they talking about as they looked at that film?
They're just talking about, from our film with 2 weeks ago, and then you look at Penn's Manor, that we do a lot of the same similar things with jets and sweeps and traps and some wing tee type material that, we've been so week by week, but these guys, they know, they're players between Knoll and Prasco and Hoover and the things that they're doing. So from a scouting standpoint, we were able to pick up on a few more things, especially watching them against Penn's Manor last week. And these guys really, they studied film every day this week with a team and on their own. So they put their homework in. Today's the test day.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Todd.
Our brief comments from Adam Rising, the head coach of the Marion Center Stingers. On the other sideline tonight, Sam Schutte and the Northern Cambria Colts.
Sam Schutte, I'll ask you the same question I asked Adam Rising. We talked from a coach's perspective earlier this week about this game. Your guys, after having looked at the film of the game a couple of weeks ago, what were they talking about the Marion Center game?
About our first game, our first meeting?
Yeah.
All we could talk about was how many mistakes we made. And that was our focus this week, was just don't get anxious, settle down, and focus on one play at a time and do our jobs. And the rest will fall in place. I think we got nervous last time. It was a battle of unbeaten, so to speak, and I think our guys were a little nervous, and they weren't really focusing on what they had to do. They were focusing on the consequence of losing, and we can't play that way.
The game last week against Penn's Manor, another undefeated team. So you've gone up against 2 undefeated teams the last 2 times out. Tell me about the guys' confidence in facing these guys tonight.
Well, like I said, it goes back to the last question. We can't focus on all those things. Those aren't things that we can control. We can't control what they did or what we did. We can control what we're going to do. And that's been our focus. That's been our stress this week, was focusing on the things that we do. Focus on the present. Focus on each play, not on what happened last time or what you think might happen or any of that. It's got to be on where you're at right now. Be where your feet is, so to speak.
Coach, thanks so much.
No problem.
Sam Schutte, head coach of the Northern Cambria Colts. Adam Rising with the Marion Center Stingers. We're back in just a moment to talk more about this game. Set you up for it from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, building relationships one customer at a time. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Saturday night here on 92.5 FM U92 and on U92radio.com.
I'm Joe Pittman. Indiana County and its neighbors in the 41st District are Western Pennsylvania. Hardworking, independent people, the energy supplier to millions. We need a voice in Harrisburg, and I humbly ask for your vote for Senator from the 41st District.
The Indiana County Technology Center Adult Education Program offers a variety of career pathways for adults. Whether you're looking for a new career or simply just learn new skills, ICTC's selection of diverse programs will help you achieve your goals. Our programs are tailored to fit your needs and offer industry-specific certification opportunities. Call today at 724-349-6700 to find out how we can help you become more successful.
Coming is your car ready. The incredible tire sale is on at Freedom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. Buy 3 tires, get the 4th for $1. Buy 3 tires, get the 4th for $1. Stop in or call Freedom about the most trusted tire brands available. They're all buy 3, get the 4th for $1. Ask about additional super service specials too. Nobody does tires and service like Freedom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. For more information, call their lucky number at 814-948-7777.
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
Been involved in a collision or accident? Call the collision repair specialist Petroff's A1 Auto Body, a family-owned business serving the community since 1946. Call Petroff's A1 Auto Body in Clymer, the collision repair specialist at 724-254-9417.
Hi, atop Dr. John R. Molino Stadium. It is Marion Center and Northern Cambria, District 6 AA. And yes, indeed, it got dark quick because it's almost the end of October. We've got one more week left in this month before we're on into the month of November. Next Saturday night would most likely be the next night for the winner of this game to play. District 6, they can be a little funky that way.
Yeah.
But generally what they do is they put the 1-2 seeds playing on Friday night and the 3-4 seeds playing on Saturday, which is what happened this week. And so next week, they would let the 1 play. They would let the survivor from the 3 game play as well. So let's see if that's what actually happens next week. But Saturday looks like the most likely day rather than Friday. We've got a bunch of playoff football games on our radio stations tonight. Blairsville's playing Williamsburg on Cat Country 106.3 FM, and that's also on our Renda Digital TV platform. And Chuck Clark has that call on with Abditori, and the Salzburg Trojans in a video-only game playing at Juniata Valley tonight. Mark Burdig on the call of that. Go to the IRMC High School Sports Night page, click on the game of your choosing, and you can go ahead and watch that. We're going to watch this one in person, Ward, and it's a Heritage Conference matchup. But it, as you said, it's an intriguing one because, Northern Cambria, they started the season 4-0. So did Marion Center. They met as 2 undefeated teams, and Marion Center won that one. Then Northern had to play another undefeated team in Penns Manor, which is appearing to be the cream of the crop this year in the Heritage Conference, along with Marion Center. So it's been really a couple of tough games for Northern Cambria. But what do they learn from those games that will help them tonight?
Well, the coach alluded to it a little bit. The mistakes they made, playing a little tight perhaps, those kinds of things work into it. And the thing he's got to impress on his team is, listen, everybody's 0-0 now. You lose, you're done. So you come in and play that game. They're in the same boat. They're not undefeated in the top of a conference or anything else. They're 0-0, and we're in a playoff structure, and that's what we need to concentrate on and get rid of those nerves. Those nerves can kill you big time early on, and that leads to the turnovers, which are, you just can't afford to do that in a playoff game. So we're going to see how both of these teams react to the game. I hope Marion Center, I'm sure coaches encouraging them not to consider that last game that they played. Hey, we played, we won, let's forget it and concentrate on what we're doing tonight. So we'll see how that all flushes out here when the ball is kicked.
As we think back to that game, I did it that night, and really it was played almost entirely in the Northern Cambria end of the football field. But there were some key sequences toward the end of the first half. Marion Center drove it deep and were stopped inside the 5-yard line by Northern Cambria, but they caught him in the end zone and got the safety. And then afterwards, the punt back to Marion Center, and then their punt was blocked by Gavin Dumm, and he tried to scoop it up. He fell on it at about the 38-yard line, I believe it was. He had the whole field in front of him. If he could have kept his feet, he would have run it all the way in because there was no one there to stop him. But he couldn't. They still managed to drive it down the field, and the last play of the first half, they were on the 1-yard line, and Marion Center kept them out.
Incredible.
And so you think about sequences of plays and what could have been in that game as opposed to what actually was, and you see that it was really a tightly played football game. After Northern Cambria took the punches and were knocked down, they got up off the canvas and they fought back. And Adam Rising of the Stingers is telling his guys that these guys forget about that score the first time, forget about that game altogether. We've got our work ahead of us.
Yeah, they sure do. And again, that could be a point of emphasis for the Colts coming out. So, hey, we didn't play our best game. Let's show these guys what we're really made of and come out and take it to them. Any number of things could occur, Todd, but you and I have commented multiple times, and we've watched it happen multiple times, where these games just seem to, all momentum is a funny dude. And when he changes uniform, sometimes he doesn't change back real quick, and that usually affects the final outcome of a game. So we're going to see if those moments occur here tonight. I'm sure they will, and we'll have to make note of that.
Coming up, we'll take a look at our keys to the game from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, building relationships one customer at a time. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Saturday night here on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
So much that you actually can't open. It's stuck in there.
Do I say okay?
No, it's fine. And now we wait for the players to come on the field. Yeah, online school was really weird for us. It was like the first 2 weeks, it was like, oh yay, 2 week impromptu 2-week vacation.
Welcome to Molino Stadium for tonight's game between the Marion Center Stingers, coached by Adam Rising, and the Northern Cambria Colts, coached by Sam Schutte. The Marion Center Area School District and the PIAA know that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important in our daily lives. All these are learned by participation in interscholastic activity programs. During competition, they translate into one word: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic athletics. Let's all exhibit good sportsmanship. Thank you. Tonight's officials are Matthew Grambling, Sam Bernatti, Jim Holtz, Andrew Redden, Brian Wasilewski, and Tony Warnock. Your chain gang for tonight is Lefty Russian, Luke Satoski, Travis Trimble, and John Bonboy. Spotter is
From our S&T Bank broadcast booth, S&T Bank, building relationships one customer at a time. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football playoff night here on U92. And, well, Ward, we want to talk about the keys to the game for both of these teams. Now, this is the first time you've laid eyes on both of these clubs.
Yep.
It's not usually that way when you get to the playoffs because you get a chance, as somebody who does Homer Center football, you get a chance to see every team in the Heritage Conference once. You haven't seen either of these teams so far this season. So for you, with your fresh eyes, what are the keys to the game if you're Sam Schutte and the Northern Cambria Colts?
First thing I think they've got to establish a good, solid running game. They're not noted for their pass. I know they can throw the ball, but they have to establish a run and be able to move the ball up and down the field via the run. They can mix in some pass and do that. That'd be good. But keep the ball away from the Stingers, who have a very potent offense. Second thing, good, solid tackling on defense. You got Marion Center will come at you with all kinds of different looks, all kinds of different plays. You got to be able to tackle them and keep them contained. And finally, this will apply in both cases. Avoid the turnovers. So big in a playoff game. Marion Center, on the other hand, they just got to get in a good flow, get into their system, feel good about themselves, have success offensively doing the things that they do best. Again, their defense is very aggressive, and I think if they have some success early on, that's what they want to do. They want to push the issue with the Northern Cambria, get them out of the running game. And, again, the turnovers factor. Yeah, you don't want to help a team when you're on your own field. So I'm really anxious to see how all this goes. These teams are pretty even. I'd like to see exactly what will transpire here. I guess I'm going to, aren't I?
Yes, you are. It's interesting to me as you think about the way that Northern Cambria plays and the way that Marion Center plays. The Stingers use a little bit more variety in their game. Ty Ryan is a quarterback who's very accurate. He can hit the long ball, and he's got receivers that can catch it. But they also have Justin Peterson, who comes off the wing and is a very, very strong runner. They can run between the tackles with Valia and Palco. So they've got that sort of variety in their game, and I can see Adam Rising trying to do something that is going to maybe try to run the legs a little bit off of the big guy, Luke Tamalo. for Northern Cambria. He's in on almost every play. It's amazing. He seems to get into the backfield, and somehow he's still back in pass coverage. On defense, Tamalo is just such an intense player and has such desire that if Marion Center wants to or desires to, what they're
Let's hear it for your Marion Center Marching Band.
Booth. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Saturday night tonight. Marion Center and Northern Cambria. Available, of course, here on U92 Radio, on the Trib Live High School Sports Network at U92Radio.com, and on Renda Digital TV. Go to the IRMC Sports Night page at our website. Click on the link to watch this or any of our games on the air tonight, including Blairsville and Williamsburg, Salzburg, and their game at Juniata Valley. You know that you're in for a night ward when one of the coaches in the box comes over and says, if I get too loud, just tell me to quiet down.
Oh, they'll get loud, trust me. That's just a normal habit.
Yeah.
Again, I used to go Halloween on nights like this here. My wife won't let me go anymore.
Gee, I wonder why.
I don't know.
Of course, the coin toss is held a half hour before the game now, and that's standard procedure. And sometimes they'll signal and sometimes they won't. If I'm guessing, it's that Marion Center is going to get the football first, but I don't know that for certain. Ty Ryan is down to our left taking his signals, and Northern Cambria has their special teams coach huddling up with his guys to our right. It looks like the Colts will be working from that direction. So going from our right to our left. Here come the Stingers onto the field. They will be receiving. Justin Peterson and Ty Ryan going back deep, and the middleman looks like it's going to be Liam Cornetto.
Well, you are good. I'm telling you, that little bit of analysis there just tells you what a veteran you are.
Okay, yeah, right. I know the way you work there, Hilliard. So for the Stingers, we'll see their offense first. Their quarterback, Ty Ryan. The running backs, Xavier Valya, Gavin Palco, Grady Tonkin on the wing, Justin Peterson, too. And Peterson will split out wide, too. TJ Lynn as well. Up front, your centers, Gavin Effinger. The guards, Billy Gaston and Destin Fisher. The tackles, Daniel Smith and Marvin Beatty. Big Marvin at 6'5" and 280 pounds. And the Colts get set to kick it off. We get set to bring you all the action here tonight. And the approach, and they go on sides with the very first kick. Marion Center looks like they're going to cover this out at about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. So the Stingers get the football in great field position.
Nice job by that individual. I can't. He's a number. I'm sorry, Todd. They're so far away. It's hard to read that number. He's coming off. I'm going to pick it up here, I think, once he gets over here. 28, is it? Cornetto?
That would be Cornetto. But
whoever he was, he did a great job in covering that punt or that kick.
It's one of those, do your best. I'm going to open this window so maybe we can see a little bit better.
Yeah, it will.
On first down, the carry is going to come right up the middle, and that is Valya. I believe Xavier Valya on the carry, and he's going to get about 3. It'll be second down and 7. It was Xavier. Number 20. Who missed the early portion of the season with an injury, and he's a really hard runner, so having him back is yet another weapon for Marion Center.
Run a lot of misdirection. That fullback is key, though.
Valya is to the right of his quarterback, Ryan. Here's the pitch, and Northern Cambria is all over the runner. And that's Gavin Dumm, and also back there for Northern Cambria wearing number 52. We don't have a 52 on our roster, and there we go. That always happens.
Off and running.
But the loss is
was that Peters?
Back to the 40. So yeah, that was Peterson on that pitch. So the 3 that they gained and 2 more, that's a 5-yard loss, and it's third down and 12 now for Marion Center, and Ryan takes the snap and wants to throw. Steps to his left, lofts it long, and there is contact and pass interference down at the 32-yard line as the receiver getting tangled up with the defensive back. And Peterson and TJ Lynn were down there. And so this will be a pass interference penalty on Northern Cambria.
That's unfortunate. That ball probably not going to get caught if there's no contact at all. But penalty is called. Now, that's from scrimmage, so that's first down, but it's still back around midfield just across. We'll see where it gets the ball.
15-yarder, so they'll put it down at the 45-yard line of Northern Cambria.
Now, you're already in what I consider 4-down territory, so the Stingers here need to get positive yards on this drive.
And Ryan, the quarterback, is under center. And he'll hand it off and looking for the edge. And not finding anything there for Marion Center.
Well, defense, number 41 for the Colts here.
So Marion Center is stopped for a loss. That's Tonkin who is stopped. And it is a loss of 2. It's going to be second down and 12.
Pavelka was 41, and the reason I brought him up is that he came out and sealed the edge, forced that play into where the pursuit was, and it just went nowhere.
So the Colts very aggressive defensively early in this football game, and it's second down and 12. And here's Peterson looking for the edge, steps out around, but Owen Prasco with the diving stop. It's another loss for Marion Center, back in Stingers territory. at the 49. So Prasco diving at the ankles, and he gets Justin Peterson to the turf.
Justin's having a rough start here. That's -8 on 2 carries, and great job. The Colts are really coming hard, Todd. I think they're shooting gaps, obviously. They're getting in the backfield before any of these plays can develop, and as a result,
it's 3rd and 16.
3rd and 16, yep.
So here come the Stingers again. They will split TJ Lynn wide right, and Ryan is back to pass. He's rushed. He's in trouble. He gets by 1. Is he going to tuck? No, he does throw, and it is tipped by Tamalo, and it is incomplete.
Tamalo is the one you talked about, and I just saw what you meant. He was all over the field there. I mean, he had to stay with Peterson. It's almost as if he was shadowing him, but he was 15 yards downfield doing it. Great job forcing the bad pass, and Stingers are going to have to punt despite the great field position.
Well, and aside, Gavin Palco will do the punting. Aside from the 15-yard penalty, they went +3, -5, -2, -3, and incomplete. So Northern Cambria's defense playing them tough from the start here. There's the snap, and Northern jumped. So
See,
that'll cost
again,
them 5.
now this is minor, but those are the kind of penalties that really can turn a game like this. You can't make those silly mistakes.
And so that 5-yard penalty will put the kick from the 46 of Northern Cambria. And I know it's only 5 yards, but there's just a world of difference in perception when you're punting from their territory. Isaac Knoll is the return man, standing at his 10 now. And Palco's punt is a high punt. He signals the fair catch and fumbles the football, and Marion Center is on it. Tonkin recovers the fumble for Marion Center at the 17.
Well, what did we talk about in the pregame? These are the things that the Colts were doing. I think that was Knoll that called for the fair and then dropped it. And what he did basically was moving to the ball when he called the fair, and he allowed it to hit his shoulder pads. You know, they cross the chest there. They fit across the chest, and that's a little hard, and that ball bounced right off them to Marion Center. What a break.
From the 17, here come the Stingers with a golden opportunity. Volya is the single back behind his quarterback, Ty Ryan. Marion Center just jumped. A 5-yard penalty on the Stingers, one would assume.
Yeah, they had 2 players moving there.
They had a motion man, and then on the far left side of the field, Marion Center moved. And the call is going to be procedure on the Stingers. So mistakes aplenty from both teams.
Yeah, both ways. And these are drive killers. Even though they haven't started the drive, they've got to go 15 yards instead of 10. And as tough as the Colts are playing right now, that might be what they need.
They will move the ball back 5 yards. Now, they went from the 17. That sure looks like the 23 rather than the 22 there, doesn't it?
Well, it's tough.
It's a 6-yard penalty.
It's that time of year.
All right, so first and technically 15 for Marion Center. Ryan is going to hand it to the up man, Volya. Volya is driving the defense off forward. Look at the run by Volya all the way to the 5-yard line. He was hit about 3 yards into that, just took him all on his back and plowed him away.
Just a Charlie Toller-esque type run, and I'll tell you who he was later, but just a great run. 18 yards on that for Volya, and he just carried people. It was like a bus going through the crowd there, and they finally dragged him down at the 5.
They could not get to his legs. It's 1st and goal, Marion Center. Volya is the back again, along with Tonkin. This is Tonkin's carry, and he'll be stopped, and there's a flag on the play, too. Prasco comes over the top. And on the bottom for Northern Cambria is Peyton Myers, and this is usually holding territory.
That's what it is. Wow.
10-yard penalty on Marion Center.
I believe both these teams are trying to lose right now the way they're playing. Mistakes are not helping their effort here.
Colts have committed 2 penalties, Marion Center 2. And they'll put that one all the way back to the 15. It's 1st and goal from the 15-yard line now for Marion Center. And this is going to be an interesting setup. They'll send Peterson slot left and Lynn wide left. And Ryan is going to throw that wide receiver screen to Lynn, and coming up and knocking him down is Isaac Knoll. Got him at the line.
Beautiful open field tackle by Knoll. That ball thrown on the line perfectly. The idea is to make the first man miss, and then you've got 10 yards unimpeded, but did not get it off. Knoll brought him down.
It's amazing, isn't it, how often you'll send two blockers over there on that play, and somehow that single defender out there is going to split them. And that's exactly what happened.
He's focused on the receiver, and he came right to him. Perfect tackle, too. Shoulder into the legs.
2nd and goal from the 15-yard line. Ryan rolls out to pass. Sets, releases. He's got his man off the hands, and it falls incomplete. As Justin Peterson, a sure-handed receiver, lost that one, and that would have been a big play for Marion Center.
I don't know if the jitters are here or what. This hasn't really started out as a real clean game.
It's a cold weather game.
That could be. Maybe they're not used to playing this is the coldest night I think we've had this
Well, last
season.
Friday was 30.
Well, we did play. Yeah, we did play last Friday, didn't we?
Yeah, there was a ball at last Friday, but this is a whole other animal. This is cold weather playoff football. It's 3rd and goal from the 15 for Marion Center. And Ryan is under center once more. And play action. He rolls to his right, releases. He's got his man. And that is either Valya or Tonkin. Down to the 10, it is Tonkin. And maybe the 9-yard line. It's right in front of the bench. But it'll set up 4th down and goal. And Reckenbaugh is a kicker who can put the ball in the air, but does not look like they're going to be kicking.
Look like Pavelka. Yep, they're sending in, I think, a different unit here. So they are going to attempt the field goal.
Reckenbaugh will try the field goal. So the snap going to come from the 8, so that is a 7-yard gain on that pass.
Nice job by the Colts in their pass defense, though. They're not giving Ryan much to throw to. Everything's underneath right now.
Far hash on the right side. This would be a 25-yard field goal from Braden Reckenbaugh. The snap and the hold. The kick is up. And that really looked good. And it is. That's a terrific job from that right hash mark by Braden Reckenbaugh, and Marion Center takes a 3-0 lead.
The left-footed kicker, too.
7:17 left in the first quarter. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Saturday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92Radio.com.
So Marcus and Mack is right here. Unique technological capabilities allow your claim to be processed by phone, text, or email without you ever having to leave your home. Contact the law office of Marcus and Mack. Get all the compensation you deserve.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and I respectfully ask for your vote on Election Day. I will continue to fight for your rights and your future. I remain committed to improving the quality of life in our region and making sure our children have the best education possible. Re-elect me, Jim Struzzi, on November 3rd.
Reckenbaugh's kick is going to be fielded at the 24-yard line, out across the 30 to the 34-yard line. The return for Northern Cambria's Peyton Myers after the 25-yard field goal by Braden Reckenbaugh. Marion Center leads it 3-0.
He kicked that well enough. I thought he could kick that 40 yards. That was well done, and nice job of the hold there by Ryan. They did that very quickly.
7:09 left in the opening quarter, and Northern Cambria finally, their offense gets its hands on the ball. Nolan Prasko will be in the backfield beside Hoover, working out of the gun. He wants to throw on first down, and it's well over the head of the intended receiver, Myers. So a little switch up there for Northern Cambria. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Hoping to catch the Stingers playing run and not pass, and sometimes you get too smart, you know. You try to outthink the other team. Do what you do best in these situations.
Now, I'll give you the easy way to tell the difference between Noel and Prasko, since the numbers are so hard to read.
They're very hard to read.
Noel has a pink left sleeve, Prasco has a white left sleeve.
Only a veteran like yourself would notice stuff like that.
And somebody with dirty contacts. 2nd and 10. Hoover, he sends Prasco in motion out of the backfield and hands it off to Knoll, and he is caught in the backfield, and down he goes. Marion Center is there with a lot of guys. And getting up off the bottom of that pile for the Stingers is Marvin Beatty.
Nice penetration by the Stingers. I don't know if Beatty is the nose tackle or not, but that looked like that's the position it got in there.
Also there was Gavin Effinger. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Hoover in the gun. Tries to draw Marion Center offside. They do jump, but they don't get a flag. Knoll then will adjust to his quarterback's left, and Hoover's going to roll in that direction and look to throw. He comes back to the right. He's got his man. Catching it but stumbling down is Knoll.
Oh, yeah.
And that will be well short of the first down. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and we'll make it a 4th down punt situation for Northern Cambria.
Well-designed play. Knoll actually started left and then slipped into the right flat. He was open and he had some room to run, but the pass was low and he had to go for it and lost its balance. So that kind of killed the play, and the Colts are going to have to kick.
Gavin Dumm is the punter. Back deep for Marion Center is Peterson. And he'll signal. I thought he signaled fair catch, but no. He catches it to the 30, spins out of a tackle. He's to the 40, to the 45, the 50-yard line, up that left sideline, and into Northern Cambria territory. Nice punt return. I really did think, though, that he signaled fair catch.
It looked like it, but he may have just been raising his arms to catch the thing. It was kind of a line drive. Nice job, about 20 yards on the return, or maybe, I got 20.
Yeah. So they start at the 45-yard line of the Colts, leading 3-0 with 5:33 left in the first quarter. Marion Center with what amounts to its 3rd possession of the night.
Yeah, once again, they're playing in Northern Cambria territory, like you alluded to for the initial game that they played. So Stingers haven't been very consistent offensively. I think the defense of the Colts has had something to do with that.
So from the 45, Marion Center football, Valya is the single setback behind his quarterback, Ty Ryan, who wants to throw. He's got the wide receiver screen to Lynn again, gets by the first man into the 40 before he's forced out of bounds by Knoll. And also over there is P.J. Copeland. It's a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 coming up.
Just a simple out. That's a nice, safe play to call. And, again, it requires the corners to come up and make a tackle. But pick up of 5 makes this 2nd down a little more makeable.
2nd and 5 from the Northern Cambria 40 now for the Stingers, and they hand off. And this is Valya again, and he just keeps plowing the dirt. And he gets it down to the 39-yard line or 34-yard line. That's a 1st down carry of 6 yards for Xavier Valya. He really does get low. He's a big kid.
Well, he's a fullback. It's what he runs like, a fullback, and he's tough to bring down. He can get into that secondary. Those corners don't like tackling those big guys.
Listed at 6'1", 180. I think he's a little bit more than that. And Marion Center jumps.
Here we go.
So on 1st and 10, the Stingers moving, and that is going to cost them 5, make it 1st and 15. Put the football back at the 39-yard line.
It's simple stuff, but at this level, at this time of the year, you just can't afford to do that. You added 5 yards now to your drive. That makes it a little tougher to pick the 1st down up. Gives the defense a little breathing room, if you would.
4:57 left in the first quarter. Marion Center on 1st and 15 now from the Northern Cambria 39, and they'll run end-around action, counter action with Justin Peterson. Looked like he bobbled that football as he
almost stripped.
Got toward the end of that run. He did get it down to the 32-yard line, so he got the 5 back and 3 more. A carry of 8 before he's brought down by Xander Dolansky.
Nice inside counter there, and again, one of the linemen tried to strip that. Did not work, and Peterson was strong enough to get it down for an 8-yard pickup.
So it's 2nd down and 7 now for the Stingers. Ryan looks things over and back to pass. Avoids the rush and then releases into the flat. He's got a man there. The catch and stretching forward, getting that first down is Brady Tonkin. And that's a nice play, both from Ryan, the quarterback, to recognize and take what was there, and Tonkin to stretch it forward.
Looked like about a 10-yard pickup on that.
Yeah, it was, down to the 22.
Nice little design play there. He faked the counter, rolled to his right, then came back to his left, and they did cover Tonkin in the flat again. These are safe passes. It's they're doing the short stuff, and it's working.
Approaching the 3:30 mark, the handoff. Volya cuts left, avoids a tackler. Again, he's bowling people out of the way. He's inside the 10. It's going to be first and goal for Marion Center once more.
Look like John Riggins there, doesn't he? Just plowing over people.
So the carry is good for 14 more for Xavier Volya.
He's got 41 yards now on 4 carries.
I got a great John Riggins story I can tell you. First and goal, Marion Center. And the handoff is going to be stopped here. I believe that's Tonkin this time. And now it was Volya.
Volya again, yeah.
But Northern Cambria defended that one well. And that was actually a loss of a yard for Xavier Volya. Back to the 8. And it's second down and goal. Stinger's going to switch up personnel. Take Peterson and Lynn out, and a couple big bodies coming in. So this one they're probably going to try to run it right at him. Here they come on second down and goal to go from the 8-yard line. Ryan turns. Handoff to the 5, and that is all for Xavier Volya. And Luke Tomalo in there on that stop again for Northern Cambria.
3 yards on that pickup.
Now here come Peterson and Lynn back in again. Third and goal from the 5-yard line. You can sort of envision a rollout here from Ryan.
I would expect that. I think the Colts, or I hear their coaches over here saying they're going to roll them out. So they're anticipating the
It's a
same
simple
thing.
game, isn't it?
Well, there's only certain things you can do 5 yards out, and that's one of them.
Colts pressure the center of the line. Ryan sends a man in motion, and that is a play clock violation. Delay of game will cost him 5. Actually, it's a procedure.
They flinched, and the reason they flinched is there were a couple of linebackers for the Colts who were faking a blitz. The one time they didn't move, the second time they flinched, and there that 5-yard penalty comes in again. Procedure cost them 5, back to the 10. They got to go 10 now.
The Stingers have 3 of those 5-yarders and a 10-yarder in this football game, and we're still in the first quarter. 1:24 to go. It's third and goal now from the 10-yard line for Marion Center.
They've got to clean that stuff up.
We have not called the name of Gavin Palco yet.
No.
And Ryan is back to throw. He's flushed from the pocket, now steps up. He's surrounded. They get him, and down he goes. Gavin Dunn got him back at the 17. The 17-yard loss. I don't know if Braden Reckenbaugh has this in him, because this would be a 34-yarder.
And we kicked it far enough to make it that far on the first kick, but then again, he didn't have to drill it that much. He just got into it real well. They're going to go for it here, I believe.
They're going to send Ryan back out there, and here comes the kick team.
They're going to try to kick. I got to give the Colts credit. They did a nice job in that rush. The key to that pass rush was they kept him contained. They didn't try to overcommit.
They're going to have to hurry to get this off, and Marion Center's going to call timeout, I believe.
Just 3 seconds on the play clock. Yep.
Timeout called by the Stingers. The game clock shows 31 seconds left in the first quarter, and a 4th down field goal try coming up when we return. After this 30-second timeout on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Saturday night, 92.5 FM U92, U92radio.com.
Scott Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months, and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
It's fourth down, goal to go for Marion Center, but the football back at the 17-yard line. And so the field goal try will come from the 24-yard line. This will be a 34-yard attempt for Braden Reckenbaugh. And Ryan is the holder, so watch that. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. Is it far enough? It looks like it is. A 34-yard field goal for Braden Reckenbaugh, and Marion Center leads it 6-0.
They do that so fast, too. They get lined up. Normally, there's a little bit of pause there and everybody sets, but as soon as Ryan gets kneeled down, he looks at him, and then he gets the snap, and off the kick goes. So the defense doesn't have a chance to get in and block it. And I'm telling you, he did a nice job there. He didn't try to overkick, if you know what I'm saying, Todd. He just went through his normal kicking motion, got into it, and it cleared the bar with yards to spare.
Boy, Marion Center's made some big mistakes with penalties in this game. And Braden Reckenbaugh has been there for them tonight. A 34-yard field goal, and it comes with 26 seconds left in this quarter. Here's something else about all of this, Ward. Northern Cambry's only had the football for 3 plays for the entire first quarter.
They've got to be pretty happy with their defense because they have played very well, I think. And, if they can get something going offensively, they're going to easily be back in this ball game. So it's far from over. Stingers have, I think, missed some opportunities. We'll see how this goes.
The field goal drive covers 9 plays and 45 yards and takes 5 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock. And here comes Reckenbaugh to kick it. With 26 seconds left in this first quarter, this bounces off the leg of an up man for Northern Cambria. The Colts are going to cover it, though, and get good field position at the 44-yard line.
Nice job there by the up man. I didn't get his number, but at the 44, they set up. And that's pretty good field position to get a first down. They're into 4-down territory, and they're going to run out a quarter here.
It was off the leg of Owen Booker. So with 23.2 seconds to go, it will be Northern Cambria football, and they'll start from their 44-yard line. So they'll have time to run this play.
Yeah.
And now they're set. Myers on that left side took a while to get into position. They're going to hand it off, and nothing there for Prasco as he is turned away. And Big Marvin Beatty again on the tackle. I think you have to say big in front of Marvin's name. I think it's a state law. No gain for Prasco. The quarter expires. It is Marion Center 6, Northern Cambria nothing on an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football playoff Saturday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
In Lipniscus, Hutton Blues Insurance of Indiana is proud to support high school football.
I'm Jay Blues. You can't beat football season, and when it comes to your insurance needs, you won't beat the service we provide at Hutton Blues Insurance.
Our family business has served Indiana and the surrounding counties for more than 3 decades.
Once you do business with Hutton Blues Insurance, we'll make you a customer for life.
So best of luck, area teams, from your friends at Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
This is the Tire Man, James Cypress from Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center at Luther Ford with bad news and some good news. The bad news is winter is coming. The good news, if you need tires, we can help. Buy 3 tires and you'll get the 4th one free. Plus, we offer at least 8 of the most popular tire brands in the country. The Tire Man will also throw in free lifetime tire rotation and a free alignment check. We will match or beat any competitor's price. But hurry, offer ends November 30th at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center at Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City.
$45.
All right, so after the first down carry, they actually advance the ball about a half a yard, and Northern Cambria will start second down and about 9 from the 45-yard line of the Colts. So we'll give Prasco a yard on that last carry of the first quarter. 6-0 Marion Center as we get this one underway. The handoff in the backfield. No doing again. Down goes Knoll this time. A number of Stingers are there. There's Tonkin. And Volya was there. It's a loss of the first yard that was picked up, and so it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for Northern Cambria. Their offense has really not even been on the field to have a chance to get on track.
Stingers are running 3 down linemen with 5 backers, and they're shooting gaps and doing a pretty good job of it right now.
Now Mike Hoover, the quarterback, will send Knoll in motion, and then Hoover keeps it himself, and no, sir, Xavier Volya meets him. No fooling there, no gain. Hoover goes down. We've not even had a chance to introduce the Northern Cambria offense before they've been off the field, but let's give it to you. Hoover, the quarterback, number 12. Prasco and Knoll, the running backs. P.J. Copeland and Peyton Myers, the wideouts. Up front, it's the center, Luke Tamalo. The guards, Levi Spots and Isaac Wagner. The tackles, Adam Batchick and Gavin Rezick, and the tight end, Gavin Dumm. And Gavin Dumm is in punt formation now as Northern Cambria has to give the football right back to Marion Center. Peterson signals fair catch and takes it at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, the Colts are going to have to figure out some play action here to kind of slow down this penetration on the run game so they can get back into it. They tried a little misdirection, didn't work. They tried to run Hoover on the sweep, didn't work. Stingers right now are accounting for everyone, and that's what you got to do against this kind of an offense, and they're doing it very well. I'll say this, though. The Colts' defense has played extremely well, too. Their backs have been against the wall. See what happens now. They got some field position.
Marion Center from the 20, leading at 6-0. We're just underway in the second quarter. And Ryan is going to keep it himself and look for the corner, and he's got it. He's to the 30, the 35, and finally met at the 40-yard line and knocked out of bounds there by Hoover. And they give him the 42. So it's a 22-yard carry.
22, yep.
And that's a function of the fact that they have so many different guys that handle the football. You have to account for all of them.
That was nice, a good inside fake there, and that sucked the end in. That opened that sweep up, and that just gave them all sideline all the way up. It's fortunate for Northern that they were on the short side of the field when he did that.
1st and 10 for Marion Center, and the inside carry for Volya, and Northern Cambria says no, but he refuses to go down. He just takes them all on his back and rides them before finally he goes down. Getting up off the bottom of that was the poor unfortunate Copeland because he had 100 guys on his back. And so Volya gets one yard.
That's got to be a big 180. I tell you. Just the way he's running and people are hanging on and trying to drag him down.
2nd down and 9 from their 43 for the Stingers, leading 6-0 with 9:55 left in the first half of play. Volya is the single back. Peterson is the motion man. It's his carry. And breaking through and knocking him down in the backfield for Northern Cambria is Gavin Dumm. It took a long time to develop, and Dumm just said, well, I'm getting rid of my blocker and getting after him, and Justin Peterson goes down. That is a loss of 6 yards.
You could see him penetrate. He read the play very well and just come shooting through there. And both of these teams are being very aggressive on the run defense.
So I guess we can be generous and give them a loss of 5 and call this 3rd and 14 rather than 3rd and 15. Bottom line is it's 3rd and long for the Stingers.
Long.
They split 3 to the right. Back to pass, and they set the screen up and knocking down Gavin Pelko. Couple of Northern Cambria Colts making the play for Northern Cambria, Xander Dolansky, and one other fella who was underneath it, and that is a loss of a few more yards. Back to the 35-yard line, he lost 2 more. He actually had screens set up on both sides, the short side and the long side, and he went to the short side, and there were 2 guys there.
They were reading very well. And, again, the Colts' defense rising to the occasion. If they get their offense going, the Stingers could be in trouble here.
And so Pelko will punt it for Marion Center, and it's a good one. And that's a fair catch taken at the 29-yard line by Peyton Myers. And they'll put it down on the 30, actually. And so Northern Cambria gets the football back.
Well, these are the most fair catches I've seen in the game in quite a while.
I think the coaches are telling them, I don't want to lose the football.
That's like 4 I've seen already. He had some room there to run. And, again, single back, you're back there on your own. Somebody's got to be telling you what to do. And I'm sure that came from the sideline.
Just don't let that ball get behind you. And
yeah, 30-yard line here.
8:21 to go, Northern Cambria. They trail only 6-0, and their offense has really not had a chance yet. The fake to Prasco, and Hoover wants to go long. He launches it as far as he can, and unable to haul it in is Gavin Dumm. There were 4 guys there, 2 from each team, and the ball will fall away, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well covered. The safety was able to get over and help out on that. It was just a streak down the field that just never opened up.
Center of the football field.
They don't need that. I know what they're trying to do, but they just need a little curl pattern, something simple, get him some confidence in the short pass, and then that'll maybe open up their run game.
Hoover in the gun now. He'll send Prasco out of the backfield, and now he wants to throw. Marion Center's after him. They get him down. The sack is all the way back at about the 22-yard line, and the whole line came through. Beatty was there. Also back there for Marion Center, it looked like 53, Destin Fisher. And just no time for Mike Hoover to even set up before that collapsed.
Yeah, well called, Todd. He had no time. He turned, he tried to dodge the first guy, which he was able to do, but there were just too many other green-clad Stingers back there, and down he goes. That's a big 8-yard loss.
3rd and 18 now for Northern Cambria. And a collision, Hoover with his back in motion, and he just keeps it himself, gets it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And so Northern Cambria is going to be in punt formation once more. That is a gain of about 9 for Hoover.
Yeah, that wasn't the design, I'm sure, to collide with the back here, but he was able to make something out of that and got a lot of that yardage back.
Now, Peterson's standing on his 40, so the Stingers could maybe flip the field a little bit here on Northern Cambria. Here's the punt. It's a short one. High in the air, will bounce and take a good Northern Cambria roll, but it's on the sideline, goes out of bounds. Marion Center will get the football at the 43-yard line, leading 6-0 with 6:49 left in the second quarter.
Am I wrong? Is that just the 3rd series that the Colts have run?
That was their 3rd possession. They've been 3 and out on all of them.
No first downs, and they've got to look at correcting that. But the first order of business is to call on that defense again, which has held them up, held them in the game. I tell you, we talked so much about these offenses. This turned into a defensive slugfest.
Yeah, it's really interesting the way this has worked out. Ryan now is going to start in the gun. 2 backs with him, and he's back to pass. Flushed, rolls to his right, releases. Defender fell down. The pass is complete on the far side, and it's fumbled, but they're going to say he was down. And that was Justin Peterson, and he gets it down to the 39-yard line.
I got 12.
So
it's
7 and 11 is 18 or 19 yards. Give him 19. The completion to Peterson. The corner fell down there. If Justin had held his feet, he had a lot of room to run.
Yeah, deep out there, and then the defender slipped.
1st and 10 Stingers. Ryan is going to keep it himself on the bootleg. Tucks it, and Northern Cambria gets after that. It's a horse collar tackle. Down he goes. The flag flies, and it's going to be 15 yards on top of this.
That's unfortunate. They had him pretty well hemmed in there at the sideline, and really no need to drag him down that way. And I'm sure that wasn't the intent, but it's still a penalty. And, boy, again, another bad penalty for the Colts. And this has been, to me, when they've had these losses, it's been because they've made these kinds of mistakes.
It was a 3-yard carry, and then add 15 more on top of it, and puts the football all the way down at the Northern Cambria 21-yard line. And the Stingers put their huddle all the way back here at the 45, so they have to sprint about 20 yards just to get up to the line of scrimmage. It's 1st and 10. And here they come with Ryan stepping under center, Volya behind him, and Ryan is back to pass again. And he lobs for the end zone, the corner route, and that's a jump ball, and it's a touchdown. Noel was there, jumping high, pulling it down for the Marion Center Stingers. Is that Lynn?
I cannot see.
It is. It's T.J. Lynn.
It's as far away from us as it possibly could be, clean in the back corner. And I thought Noel had a pick.
So did I.
But it went over his head, and Lynn came down with it. What was that, 21. 21-yard pass.
21-yard touchdown pass to the far corner. And Reckenbaugh for the extra point is going to drive that ball through. And the Marion Center Stingers take a 13-0 lead with 5:58 left in the first half on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Saturday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
I'm Joe Pittman. Indiana County and the 41st District deserve a senator who knows the issues, cares about people, and works hard to improve our quality of life. I will continue to stand for you in Harrisburg. Please vote for me, Joe Pittman, for State Senate on November 3rd.
Thought Blairsville would win that.
Yeah.
What's with these short?
Marion Center is going to go onside on this kick, and it will be covered by Northern Cambria. And the Colts are going to get good field position after.
I'm not sure they're trying. Maybe they are, but boy, that's not the time to do it.
He wasn't swinging the leg into it. I know that.
That just doesn't compute here. But set up at the 43, the Colts with good field position, they desperately need to put something together.
5:55 left in the first half. It's 13-0 Marion Center. Prasco is in motion, and that is going to be a motion penalty on the Colts. But Isaac Knoll is caught and thrown to the turf, so Marion Center is probably going to take the result of the play because that's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. So Knoll loses 3. The penalty is declined. I did not see who got in there and threw him down.
I don't know. The defensive right end came in, but there was a host of Stinger. They're getting terrific penetration, and I think there's some the way they're running this defense is really confusing the blocking of the Colts, and they're just not keeping anybody from getting into that backfield.
That end is Effinger. It's 2nd and 13, and Hoover's back to pass. He'll come underneath. He's got a man with a lot of room. To the 50, the 45, the 40. Little stutter step, and down to the 45 of the Stingers goes Isaac Knoll before he's brought out of bounds by the Stingers' Lynn. And they're going to give him the 34-yard line. So there's 10, 20.
22.
And 26.
Not bad. They needed that.
And they're right back to the line of scrimmage. And ready to go.
That was a nice little underneath. That's what I said. You don't need those deep passes. You need to run that short stuff.
And that's some positive yardage. Here's Prasco looking for room. Marion Center's not going to give it to him. And down he will go. And a little bit of ill feeling between some players. Trying to be generous there.
Very, very polite in that regard.
It's a 1-yard gain for Prasco. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Well, if you're the Colts, you're not used to this. You're used to moving the ball on the ground, and the Stingers are just frustrating the heck out of you.
So from the 33-yard line of the Stingers, it's 2nd and 9 for Northern Cambria. As they reset this offense, Myers comes all the way across the field. Prasco comes in motion. His carry. Prasco cuts it up the field. He's got good positive yardage. Looks like the 26. It's going to be third and short.
About 7 on that. Was that Prasco, did you say?
Owen Prasco. Have a score from a game that's being heard right now on Cat Country 106.3 FM. It is Williamsburg leading Blairsville 16-0.
Bit of a surprise there.
3rd and 2 for Northern Cambria now. They need the 24-yard line for the first down. They're at the 26. And they get that first down. As running hard there for the Colts is Prasco once more. I know, we're just guessing, Ward.
8 yards. I'm going with what you say.
To the 19, it's first down for Northern Cambria. The Colts, now, it's only 13-0. This is by no means out of reach.
First positive yards they've really had this entire half.
Knoll comes in motion. Prasco carries again, and Marion Center says, no, that's enough of that. Stingers stop him. He does squeeze out of there, and they're going to give him a few. And Effinger and a few others, Volya over there. Prasco's not going to get anything out of that.
Not going to get any, no. He hit him pretty much right at scrimmage, and then he drove him sideways, so he wasn't going to get any positive yardage. Same play that they had ran earlier.
Now 3:22 left in the half. Hoover's got trips to the right. He gives it to the second man. That's Knoll. Knoll in the center of the field looking for room. Tonkin is there. And Ryan. And the gain is going to be down to the, looks like they're going to put it on the 16. So it will be 3rd down and 7. So I thought he had a little bit more space in there, but they didn't give him.
We got 3 on that.
3rd and 7 for the Northern Cambria Colts. Obviously 2 down territory at this spot on the field. The Marion Center 16.
That opened up nice, but closed quickly. Linebackers for the Stingers came up and really popped them.
Hoover vacates his backfield. He's back to pass. And he's got Dumb in the center of the field. Flag flies. Dumb is inside the 10. And looks like he's got the first down at the 5. But what's this flag all about?
I think it side judged through it, and I'm guessing it was maybe offside, perhaps. Oh, they got a hold.
Hold on Northern Cambria. Wow, that'll negate that. And the line of scrimmage was the 16-yard line. Looks like that's about the spot from which they'll be walking this spot foul off.
Dunn made a nice little in move, and maybe to get that open, somebody got grabbed, so they couldn't cover him. But those are the kind of things that I said that Hoover needs to call. Those short passes, pass, catch, run, you gain the yardage you need. That's pretty much what they got to do. They made again, another penalty for these Northern Cambria Colts, and that has just been killing them on these drives.
They're on the 26. They need the 9-yard line for the first down. It's 3rd down now and about 18. And Prasco with the fake, and Hoover keeps it himself, and there's just nothing there. He ran a little belly. Effinger is there for Marion Center. And also getting up for the Stingers off the bottom of that little pile is Landon Bennett, and the gain is only a yard, and it's 4th and goal, or 4th down, and they're at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they had needed to go to some short stuff through the air. They're just not moving this Stinger defense on the ground.
4th and 17. Northern Cambria has trips right. Hoover, single receiver left. Trying to draw him off, and they could not, so they'll call timeoff. Timeout called by Northern Cambria. They trail 13-0 with 1:35 left in the half. Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Saturday night. 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
Every day, businesses find ways to face whatever challenge that day brings. Communities find new ways to come together, and families find more ways to stay connected. At First Commonwealth, we're ready to help you along the way, to help businesses take care of business, to help strengthen communities, and to help our neighbors look forward with confidence to whatever each day brings. We're ready, we care, and we're here to help.
It is 4th down and 16 to go for Northern Cambria from the Marion Center 25-yard line, trailing 13-0. Colts wanting the first down here to try to get a score on it toward the end of this half. Mike Hoover's back to pass, rolls to his left now. He's going to keep it himself. Hoover to the 15. Hoover down to the about 11-yard line. He'll be short of the first down. He is down on that far sideline as well, and is rolling over, and
that's not good.
Going to give him medical attention.
You get about a 9-yard pickup on that, but
well, more than that because they started at the 25. Remember?
I had the 20. Not my bad.
So they have him on the 12. So a 13-yard gain.
13-yard. If he is hurt where he cannot play, that is really going to be a big problem for the Colts. They're having trouble with their offense now, and that's their veteran signal caller.
Well, he did miss a game earlier this season, so they will attend to Mike Hoover on that far sideline. 13-0 Marion Center. We take time out on 92.5 FM U92, U92radio.com.
Nestled in the heart of Indiana County, the Indiana County Technology Center serves over 400 students from 8 sending schools across the county. The evolution of our programs follow industry trends, fulfilling unique workforce needs right here in our own backyard. The ICTC is empowering tomorrow's workforce with an engaging, real-life approach to career and technical education. We offer 13 high-demand program areas and a variety of career pathways. Employable, certified, and driven. That is what an ICTC graduate looks like.
Back to the bench for Northern Cambria. The Colts do turn it over on downs. Marion Center will take over the football with 1:23 left in the first half, leading 13-0, and they have it at their 12-yard line.
Might be a good opportunity to try a deep ball here and see if then you could maybe put together something for another scoring drive.
Ty Ryan is going to turn instead and hand it to Xavier Volya. Volya off the right side. He just takes fellas with him, and it looks like he got the 10 for the first down.
Yeah, they're moving. Are they? Yep, they're moving the sticks. Nice pickup.
10 for Volya. I don't know how many yards. How many has he got?
He's got 54. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 carries, 54 yards. That's a pretty good half.
Our first Commonwealth Bank quick stats. First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. That's a little bit of workhorse action.
And that'll start opening those sweeps if he continues to get yardage up the middle.
54 seconds to go in the half as this carry belongs to Volya again, and he got a yard and maybe 2.
I'm doing this purely on the position of the runner, not on the numbers. I can't read these numbers. I'm sorry. They're just. So I just saw a little girl with some sheep go by here, and I think her name was Heidi.
Second down and 8, and the clock will roll. Marion said it's going to be content to run one more play and go to the locker room with a 13-0 lead.
I would think that's a wise move.
Ryan will take the snap and hand it off, and Volya again. And he's going to get forward for one more yard. And that is going to do it for us for the first half of action. Marion Center leading it by a score of 13-0. And our Colonial halftime show is next. Colonial Motor Mart, Colonial Toyota. You'll love the Colonial experience. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Saturday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
Coming is your car ready. The incredible tire sale is on at Freedom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. Buy 3 tires, get the 4th for $1. Buy 3 tires, get the 4th for $1. Stop in or call Freedom about the most trusted tire brands available. They're all buy 3, get the 4th for $1. Ask about additional super service specials too. Nobody does tires and service like Freedom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. For more information, call their lucky number at 814-948-7777.
Been involved in a collision or accident? Call the collision repair specialist Petrov's A1 Auto Body, a family-owned business serving the community since 1946. Call Petrov's A1 Auto Body in Clymer, the collision repair specialist at 724-254-9417.
Introducing... Oh, there you are. Introducing the card that gives you a better way to pay. You've swiped, you've chipped, but now you can simply tap and go. The first Commonwealth Bank MasterCard contactless card makes checkout simple at millions of locations. Fast, secure, convenient. Tap your first Commonwealth Bank MasterCard contactless card at your favorite checkouts today.
The Indiana County Technology Center Adult Education Program offers a variety of career pathways for adults. Whether you're looking for a new career or simply just learn new skills, ICTC's selection of diverse programs will help you achieve your goals. Our programs are tailored to fit your needs and offer industry-specific certification opportunities. Call today at 724-349-6700 to find out how we can help you become more successful.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and I respectfully ask for your vote on Election Day. I will continue to fight for your rights and your future. I remain committed to improving the quality of life in our region and making sure our children have the best education possible. Re-elect me, Jim Struzzi, on November 3rd.
Family owned with family pride. Smith Furniture.
Marion Center leads at 13-0. The Stingers, with their second technical possession of the game, on their first possession, they moved the football a little bit, but they were aided by a 15-yard.
Maybe you've heard of the Colonial Experience, but did you know that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. shopcolonialcars.com.
Every day, businesses find ways to face whatever challenge that day brings. Communities find new ways to come together, and families find more ways to stay connected. At First Commonwealth, we're ready to help you along the way, to help businesses take care of business, to help strengthen communities, and to help our neighbors look forward with confidence to whatever each day brings. We're ready, we care, and we're here to help.
I'm Joe Pittman. Indiana County and its neighbors in the 41st District are Western Pennsylvania. Hardworking, independent people, the energy supplier to millions. We need a voice in Harrisburg, and I humbly ask for your vote for Senator from the 41st District.
Coming is your car ready. The incredible tire sale is on at Freedom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. Buy 3 tires, get the 4th for $1. Buy 3 tires, get the 4th for $1. Stop in or call Freedom about the most trusted tire brands available. They're all buy 3, get the 4th for $1. Ask about additional super service specials too. Nobody does tires and service like Freedom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. For more information, call their lucky number at 814-948-7777.
For Marion Center, Ryan was at 3 rushes for 18. Vaglia with 10 carries, 56 yards. Valia, I'm sorry. 10 carries, 56 yards. Brady Tonkin, 1 carry, -2. Justin Peterson had 4 carries. He had -5. So a total of 67 rushing yards on 18 attempts for Marion Center. Through the air, Ryan a little better, 7 of 9 for a touchdown, and but just 59 total passing yards. So with the passing and rushing net added together, 126 offensive yards for the Stingers. So obviously not a real offensive half. We're going to probably see a little more of offense, I think, in this second half.
Yeah, penalties are a big part of this game. Northern Cambria with 3 penalties for 40 yards. Marion Center with 4 for 25 in that first half. 3 of those Marion Center calls were procedure calls. And for Northern Cambria, well, their penalties were 2 15-yarders and a 10.
And the Stingers, they come into the game here with usually a pretty clean slate, and I was surprised to see that. And they're a little bit anxious, perhaps, I don't know. Colts, on the other hand, that's been a malady that they've had to deal with all season long, they've got to correct that. They didn't seem to hurt themselves as much as Marion Center did with those penalties, though, and fortunately for Northern Cambria, that helped their defense.
So the score at the half, 13-0, Marion Center with the lead, and we are back with more of our Colonial halftime show. Colonial Motor Mart, Colonial Toyota in Indiana. You'll love the Colonial experience. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Saturday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch, or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
Been involved in a collision or accident? Call the collision repair specialist Petrov's A1 Auto Body, a family-owned business serving the community since 1946. Call Petrov's A1 Auto Body in Clymer, the collision repair specialist at 724-254-9417.
Introducing... Oh, there you are. Introducing the card that gives you a better way to pay. You've swiped, you've chipped, but now you can simply tap and go. The first Commonwealth Bank MasterCard contactless card makes checkout simple at millions of locations. Fast, secure, convenient. Tap your first Commonwealth Bank MasterCard contactless card at your favorite checkouts today.
You want to reach more customers, advertise your business affordably, increase sales, and grow your business. This message is for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Burdick, Vice President and General Manager. At Renda Broadcasting, our marketing and digital team will take your advertising to new heights. Your business will soar with Renda Broadcasting and Digital. So if you're just getting your business off the ground or your existing business is sputtering, let our team go to work for you. Call Renda Broadcasting and Digital at 724-465-4700.
The Indiana County Technology Center Adult Education Program offers a variety of career pathways for adults. Whether you're looking for a new career or simply just learn new skills, ICTC's selection of diverse programs will help you achieve your goals. Our programs are tailored to fit your needs and offer industry-specific certification opportunities. Call today at 724-349-6700 to find out how we can help you become more successful.
Taken by Isaac Knoll for the Northern Cambria Colts, and running him down at the 18-yard line is Marion Center. And so they will start at their 18, trailing 13-0. We're told by the Northern Cambria coaches that Mike Hoover is out, and it's an upper body injury. Owen Bucher takes over at the quarterback position. We'll see if that is actually going to be the case because Hoover did come back out onto the field. But it will be the sophomore Bucher at quarterback for Northern Cambria.
Well, a big play on the kickoff by the Marion Center kick coverage.
And on first down, Prasco gets out of a tackle in the backfield and across the line of scrimmage, works forward. Nice job by Owen Prasco to make some good positive yardage here. He's all the way out to the 25 and the 26-yard line.
Yeah, he did a nice job breaking the tackle and then cutting back against the grain. He found a hole there and picked up 7 yards. His biggest gain of the evening.
So the 19 was the original line of scrimmage, and it's 2nd down and 3 for Northern Cambria. 13-0 is by no means insurmountable.
Oh, no.
With a half of football to play, Bucher has Knoll and Prasco back there with him as he awaits this snap. And he'll hand it to Knoll. And nothing there. He goes backwards as Marion Center comes storming through. And Effinger is there. Valya was there. And Marvin Beatty.
Knoll has just had no luck whatsoever. He's still sitting at -2 for the evening, and he's a much better runner than that. He's just nowhere to go. It's
Lost
just
a yard
good
there.
defense by the Stingers.
Bucher works out of the gun on third down and wants to pass. He drops back. He's flush from the pocket, rolls to his left. Now he releases down the field. It is intercepted. Marion Center with the interception. The return to the 34-yard line by the Stingers, as picking that football off was the linebacker, Landon Bennett. And the Stingers have created a turnover and have great field position.
Couple things there. He was rolling left, and that is always tough for any quarterback to throw. And then he was trying to throw back across the field, and that was doomed, and unfortunately was picked.
10:28 to go. Marion Center takes over at the 35-yard line of Northern Cambria. Ty Ryan is back to pass. He's going long for Lynn, and there's the flag.
Yeah, he was grabbed. The D-back there had Lynn grabbed there. He was making a break to the corner, toward the end zone, toward the pylon there, and he didn't have a chance. It just grabbed him. Hold's only 15, though. It's not like a pros, so it'll be from scrimmage.
Was it a hold or pass interference?
I think they called holding there.
Well, that would only be
holding,
10.
That's only 10, so that was a smart move, actually.
Yeah, it is a 10-yard penalty. And we'll make it first down and 10 to go for Marion Center from the 25.
Colts can ill afford to give up another score. If they get down 3 scores, it's going to be very hard, especially with their backup quarterback, as well as the Stinger D has been playing.
Ryan under center, the fake. He's back to pass, and whoa, breaking through and knocking him down.
Boy, untouched.
Telling you what, you have to account for Luke Tomato, and they did not there. The loss is all the way back to the 31. A 6-yard loss, 2nd and 16 coming up.
He come through a slot there, untouched, and just hit Ryan. Ryan turned around and said, whoa, there's a grizzly on me here.
Yeah, that's a good explanation of Luke Tomato. 2nd and 16 for Marion Center now. Ryan in the gun. Takes the snap, wants to throw. Releases in the flat. He's got Peterson. It bounces up high and falls incomplete. Justin Peterson's had some troubles handling the pass tonight.
There's a little turnout. Ball was there, but Peterson couldn't corral it.
3rd down and 16 coming up. Northern Cambria has a chance here to force Marion Center. From this point of the field, the Stingers are going to take 2 shots at it, and they tried to get half of it there and half of it on the next play, but now on 3rd down, they're down to 2 downs here to get these 16 yards.
Again, the short stuff would be appropriate with the way the defense is playing, and Ryan's not getting the time he needs to throw anything that develops, so he needs to get the ball out pretty quick.
He's got twins left. He takes the snap. He wants to throw. There comes the rush. He gets it off. Lynn has it. Lynn to the 20. Lynn down to the 16, falls forward on the 15-yard line. That is close to, if not a first down. They're going to eyeball it, and I think that he's going to have it, but it is going to be close. He needed 16. TJ made a move out there to get beyond that corner.
They moved the sticks.
He got the 16 he needed.
Again, that's a simple little slant, short slant, and he hit him. Ryan hit him perfectly, and then he ran the other 10 yards or so after the catch, and that's all you need to do.
You know, the subtext of all of these playoff games is that the opponent is watching tonight. So, you know, Cambria Heights is
they got some people here, huh?
Figuring some things out. Now, here's the handoff. Volya. That was a nice play. Volya keeps his feet. He's inside the 10, dives forward to the 8. A little Baryshnikov action there. And they're going to put it down on the 7-yard line.
Yeah, he wouldn't look too good in one of those suits, I don't think.
You're not going to put him in tights?
I don't believe. But a nice run.
He was pretty good in a football uniform there.
Yes.
7 on the carry.
He's been doing the job for the Stingers here on the ground.
2nd down and a short 3 for Marion Center. And Ryan, a handoff. And down goes the runner. And that was Brady Tonkin that time. Nothing doing.
No gain there.
No gain, 3rd down coming up, and 3 to go.
Still 2 down opportunities here. The Stingers could really put themselves in good shape with a score. Colts know that, obviously.
8:08 to go. Football at about the 7-yard line. Third down and 3.
If you're Northern, you're hoping just to hold them to a field goal here.
And Volya try to bust it outside, dive it forward. It looks like he has first down and goal to go. But that was cut off on the inside, and Volya played off that right tackle and got it to the outside. And where are they going to spot this one? Right on the 5-yard line. It's first and goal.
So he picked up, 4 on that, huh? Only needed 3.
Yeah.
Nice cut. Yeah, as you said, Todd, though, nice job of sprinting to the outside when the middle was clogged up.
First and goal from the 5-yard line, and the ball is on the floor. Tonkin picks it up, and he's caught in the backfield, and down he goes all the way back at the, looks like the 16 or 17-yard line. They'll give him the 17. That loss is going to be 12 big yards. That was just a mix-up as the quarterback, Ryan, turned and he wanted to pitch it, and I think Tonkin was going in the opposite direction than Ryan expected.
Looked like an inside counter. They ran that play earlier, but somebody went the wrong way. And certainly the ball went down, and break air. Stingers are able to get it back, but it's not looking good for them right now.
This is second and goal now from the 17-yard line. And Ryan is back to pass. Here comes the rush again. He is hit as he releases, and it is caught and then fumbled into the end zone. Marion Center covers it there, but they're going to stay down at the 1-yard line.
Well, there's a flag. There's a holding penalty.
Flag will bring it back.
I thought I saw a flag in the backfield. And Ryan, I don't know how he even got rid of that ball. That pressure was terrific.
What a play by Justin Peterson to make that catch and then maintain the composure after the ball got loose. But it all comes back on the Marion Center holding penalty.
Well, I'll say this for Marion Center. They're being very polite host. They are giving the Colts opportunities to stay in the ball game.
This is a spot foul, and it came deep within the backfield.
Oh, wow.
And so the football is taken all the way back to the 33-yard line. So second and goal from the 33. There's not a whole lot of 33-yard plays in your playbook.
You're looking at maybe a screen or some type, or he can throw for the downs, but the Colts have been defending the deep pass pretty well.
And remember, they started at the 35. So on second and goal, Ryan's back to pass. There comes the rush again. He goes short. Ball is caught to the 25-yard line. Palco on the reception.
It's an 8-yard pickup if it holds.
Actually move it back a little bit to the 26. And third down and goal coming up. Third and goal from the 26-yard line for Marion Center.
So you figure something in the end zone.
Well, remember, you've got Reckenbaugh, who has a 34-yard field goal tonight. He's got 2 field goals on the evening.
This would be pretty far. This would be in the 40-yard range here if they try to kick it.
Well, 36-7 would be 43 yards from here. So if they get themselves 10, do they kick the field goal then? Because that would be in the range of where that last one went
Have to get
through.
a first down, don't they? Oh, it's
This is third down. Ryan's back. He's
There
got the
is
screen set up, and it is not caught. Ryan is hit. Incomplete pass, and boy, there was blocking. Everything was set up perfectly. They just could not complete the pass.
The rush was so hard on him, he didn't have a chance to get much on that and get it to the receiver. I'm not sure who that was. Might have been Peterson, and there was a lot of running room.
All right, so fourth down and goal to go from the 26-yard line, and Marion Center is going to go for this.
Yeah, the options are pretty thin on something like this.
This is a what do you got to lose type of situation. They're trying to convert a turnover after the interception. Volya is to the right of his quarterback, Ryan. He's got triples left. Takes the snap. Stands in the pocket, releases downfield, and nobody home. It falls incomplete, and the Stingers turn it over on downs. And so the Northern Cambria Colts still only trail in this game 13-0 with 5:22 left in the third quarter, and they get the football back.
But I tell you, they got to be real proud of that defense. They have been playing primarily in their own territory most of the night, and really deep in their territory, and they have withstood time and again the attacks of the Marion Center offense.
Booker, the quarterback, is going to hand it off to Prasco and a yard, or maybe 2 for Owen on first down. Tackled by Destin Fisher. Going to give him 1.
I'm sure the playbook is to become much thinner here with the sophomore in there. But nevertheless, they've got to come up with something they think will work. They haven't run too many sweeps. Would have thought they'd see a little more of that.
Couple of speed backs, yeah. Well, here comes Prasco in motion. He'll try that sweep, and Marion Center is there to close it down. Boy, there's
a block. You saw 15, that too.
About 15 yards behind the play. It looked like Gavin Dunn was not going to let go of his man.
That's finishing your block. That's what you're taught. And he kept blocking him after the whistle.
Meanwhile, the gain is about 3 yards for Palco, and it's going to be third down and about 7 to go. Booker empties the backfield. There's the screen pass, and it's caught, but nowhere to go. And the tackle made on P.J. Copeland. And a fourth down coming up, no gain.
Well, they're just
taking the safe pass.
Yeah, on the field and off the field, and that isn't that's not helping your defense at all, and it's certainly not helping them get back in the ball game. You know?
Trailing by 2 scores, and the clock at 3:47 left in the third quarter. A punt situation for Northern Cambria. And Dumb will stand at his 17-yard line. Peterson to return it. It's off the side of the foot and will bounce and go out of bounds. Looked like at about the 49 of Northern Cambria. So good field position again for Marion Center.
Once again, wow. Stinger D has been very impressive tonight. And, it's going to be tough the way this game is unfolding with the sophomore quarterback in there for Northern Cambria to get back in it. They're only down 13, but they have not shown any signs of being able to move the football, and that's critical.
They're going to put it down at the Northern Cambria 47 with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Marion Center leading 13-0, and could be that the Colts are going to rely on their defense to try to pop something up.
Yeah, that's what they're going to need, a turnover, something where they can get one, pick it up, maybe run it back.
Volya is the running back. And they'll try the inside handoff on the end around to Peterson, and he's got room. Peterson down to the 30-yard line before he's brought down by Meyer. So a pickup on first down of 17 yards for Justin Peterson.
Nice little play there. Very well done.
And
well blocked, and once he got in the open field, it's 17-yard pickup.
The Colts need to buckle down again.
Got to come up with a turnover, I think. It's something to get a stop and change your momentum.
Under center, Ryan. Handoff, Volya. Oh. He's into the secondary, but no, he's shut down. He got it down to about the 26. I thought he was going to burst through there, but he did not make it.
Picked up 4 more, though. He got 72 now. Hard-earned yards.
Yeah.
That was hard.
So, second down coming up, short 6.
2:39 here. This game is moving pretty well. It's mostly on the ground, both teams, so it's running the clock pretty quick here.
Ryan again. And they work that play to Peterson again, and he gets out of 1 and now 2 tackles and kept his feet, got all the way to the sideline. He actually made positive yardage out of that, and there's no way he should have.
He got a yard out of it. He was hit several times deep, but he was able to shake free.
It's going to be about 2 yards.
2 yards there.
Third down and 3 coming up. TJ Lynn has to stop and fix a flat tire. And He's ready to go. Ty Ryan still over at the bench getting the play from Adam Rising. So 2:18, and Peterson did get out of bounds, so the clock stops there. Third quarter, Marion Center leading 13-0. 3rd and 3 from the Northern Cambria 24. And Ryan hands off to Volya. Volya, he's going to be stopped short. Can the Colts make another one? Tamalo there. A couple of other fellows as well. Myers is there.
Short game, maybe just a yard on that, huh?
Also in on that play for Northern Cambria was Logan Dumb. And so it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Or was that 3rd down?
That was.
That was 3rd down. They didn't flip the card over there.
4th and 3. Boy, this is huge for Northern Cambria. Again, another score, and this game's pretty much done.
See, if they don't flip that over there, and the official, I think, saw Marion Center is going to call timeout. So scoreboard has it right, 4th down, but the marker on the sideline does not. Timeout on the field. Stingers lead at 13-0. Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Saturday night. 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
So Marcus and Mac is right here. Unique technological capabilities allow your claim to be processed by phone, text, or email without you ever having to leave your home. Contact the law office of Marcus and Mac. Get all the compensation you deserve.
Introducing... Oh, there you are. Introducing the card that gives you a better way to pay. You've swiped, you've chipped, but now you can simply tap and go. The first Commonwealth Bank MasterCard contactless card makes checkout simple at millions of locations. Fast, secure, convenient. Tap your first Commonwealth Bank MasterCard contactless card at your favorite checkouts today.
Been involved in a collision or accident? Call the collision repair specialist Petroff's A1 Auto Body, a family-owned business serving the community since 1946. Call Petroff's A1 Auto Body in Clymer, the collision repair specialist at 724-254-9417.
At the 24-yard line of Northern Cambria, the Colts trying to shut them down here, get the football back, with it only being a 13-0 game here in this third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. They need a stop here. They need all the time they can get because their offense just has been stagnant. And right now, they got to get the ball back, and that would give them at least reasonable field position.
Volya and Tonkin in the backfield with Ryan, who works from the gun. He wants to throw it on 4th down. The flat-out pass, and is it caught? I believe it is. Is that Justin Peterson?
Yep.
With the reception, that's a 1st down. Down to the 16-yard line. So is that an 8-yard gain?
Yep.
On 4th down, Marion Center converts, keeps the football, keeps that clock running as well. At 1:29 left in the third quarter. Out of the gun again. And there's a little inside pitch and nothing doing.
Wow,
as
that's a big
caught
loss
in that backfield and dropped as Gavin Palco all the way back at the 24-yard line.
It's 7 yards, isn't it?
Yep. Gavin Resick back there, I believe, for Northern Cambria. I'm not certain of the number. They have a 52 on their roster, but it's not on the roster sheet. Resick wears 53. I have some other rosters here I could try to figure out.
They got to be proud of that defense. They're battling tough.
Here's Ryan back to pass. He has that screen set up again. Northern Cambria scouted it out the whole way. Peterson caught it, and it looks like no gain.
There were 4 Colts chasing Ryan. You figure, oh, this is going to open up, but there were 2 guys waiting for that screen.
Xander Dolansky was over there for Northern Cambria.
I don't know if there was any gain on that or not.
No gain. There was, again, a double screen. On the other side was Gavin Pelko all by himself. But they came back this way to Peterson, and now it's 3rd down and 17 for Marion Center.
That's a good job by the Colts.
And Ryan is back to pass. In the pocket. He's rushed. They get him. He spins out of it, though. And he's got positive yardage. It's going to be 4th down and long, but not near as long as it could have been. As Ryan ends up picking up about 4 yards.
That's the end of the quarter.
The third quarter is over. Marion Center still leading 13-0. And it is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Saturday night on 92.5 FM U92, U92radio.com.
Scott Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
We got a name for number 52 for Northern Cambria. It is Eric Lubert, listed at number 36 on their roster. He's made some great defensive plays for the Colts tonight. They are playing some tenacious defense. It's 4th down and 11 coming up for Marion Center.
This Colt defense.
Here at the start of the 4th quarter, Ryan is back to pass. He's lobbing for the end zone. Jump ball. It's going to fall incomplete. So the Colts hold again, and they will take the football over at the 16-yard line.
Credit Isaac Knoll for breaking that up. I don't know if that was Peterson there as the intended, but
yeah, it was.
As he went to grab the ball, Knoll went up and knocked it away or knocked his arms away and made it incompletion. Another stand by the Colt defense if they can just get their offense going here.
So they give him the 17-yard line. 1st and 10, a lot of time left in this 4th quarter. Let's see what they can do with Owen Bucher at the quarterback. He takes the snap and wants to throw. Rushton, he sets up the screen. This is Knoll. Knoll with the catch. He's going to get it out to close to the 20-yard line. Took a tremendous hit at the end of that play.
I tell you, Todd, both of these defenses have been impressive. They are covering stuff like the screens. You can see they're well prepared. All of the stuff that each of these teams want to do offensively, they are ready for.
2nd down and 8. Booger sends Prasco in motion and hands it to him. The snap was high, and so the handoff was actually into the helmet of Prasco, and he finally got control of it, got forward across the 20 to the 23-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 coming up.
It's almost like he caught the snap in his face mask there, but he did get some positive yardage.
3rd and 5. Myers comes wide to the left. Bucher has both backs in the backfield with them.
They need this badly.
Sophomore takes the snap and hands it to the second man through. That's Knoll, and Marion Center is all over him.
Little Connor just snuffed it by their penetration, lost the yard. Was that Knoll?
That was Knoll, yes.
He's
stopped.
Boy, he's at -3 for the evening on 6 carries. That's how bad that running game is working. They're going to have to punt. They don't want to, but they have no choice. They're not moving the ball at all. Another series of 3 and outs. Wow.
Credit Billy Gaston on that play for Marion Center. Gavin Dunn is going to stand at his 10-yard line. Justin Peterson back at his 47 to receive this punt. It's a good punt. And he's going to catch it over the shoulder and go all the way back at the 36, out to the 40, to the 43-yard line. Tamalo is one of the fellows that got him down there. And so Marion Center, again, good field position. They played most of this game at midfield or better for them.
Time of possession, I don't keep that, but it has to be incredibly in favor of the Stingers. 2-1 easily. The Colts just have been unable to sustain their offense at all. Any kind of a move, any kind of a drive, they just haven't had. Maybe once tonight they've done that.
Marion Center takes it over at their 46-yard line. 9:53 left in the fourth, and they lead it 13-0. And the Stingers, one would think, would want to chew up some clock on this possession. And they will hand it off, and Tonkin is going to follow the lead, the block of Volya, into Northern Cambria territory. That's a big, tough first down run of 11 yards for Brady Tonkin. And first down Stingers.
That's a little bit of a sweep action. Tough now. This defense getting a little tired, so those sweeps with all those blockers out there, it's tough to fight them off. That's a good call. See if they go back to the wide side now with that same play.
1st and 10. The football now in Northern Cambria territory at the Colts 44-yard line. And here come the Stingers again. This is Volya, gets off a tackler. Now he's forward, and he's got 10, 11, or 12. We'll see where they put this one down. From the 44 to the 32, that's a gain of 12. Oh, they're actually going to pull this back. Let's see whether. Oh, there's a flag.
I didn't see that.
There is a flag. And it is holding on Marion Center.
Oh.
And it came at the 36-yard line, so 8 yards into that carry by Volya. It's a 10-yard penalty. So do you credit him with the 8 yards, I guess, huh?
Well, yeah, they actually lost 2 on that. So I don't know how you could give them positive 8. Oh, with the penalty.
8 yards and a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's right.
So it is 1st and 12 for Marion Center. Here's Tonkin. Gets off a tackler inside the 40-yard line. Out of bounds at about the 37. So working their way back. So he got back the 2, and where are they going to put this football
I'm
down?
To see where they stick it down.
Put it down at the 37-yard line.
2, 5.
So they
8.
needed 12. Now they need 3. So give them 9.
You're good at that.
I'm good at faking it. It's 2nd down and 3 for Marion Center. There comes Northern Cambria rushing and timing that, and the ball comes free. Who came up with it?
Well, that could be if that's, and it is.
It is a turnover. They just tried to time the snap and took it away from Ty Ryan. The fumble was recovered at the 41-yard line.
Well, here's where they need to make a move, obviously. They got decent field position. They've got 8:52 left on the clock, and they need 2 scores. So if you're Northern Cambria, this is a crucial drive. This is probably a game-determining drive.
From their 41-yard line, Northern Cambria football. And Booker has the snap, and he's back to pass. He's got his man. It's Knoll. And he's only going to get a yard out of it. Marion Center's right there on him, and on that stop for the Stingers, the linebacker, Landon Bennett, it's a gain of 1.
They again, both of these teams are doing a nice job on their pass defense. Again, that was a short crossing route that they had some success with before. That time the Stingers were all over it.
Knoll in the backfield. Booker is back to pass. Screen pass to Knoll, turns around, dropped the ball. 3rd and 9 coming up.
Didn't appear that play was going to go anywhere. Stingers had one man over there and smelled it out. Nobody blocked them, and that would have blown that one up.
So you're Northern Cambria. If you don't get the yardage you need here,
or
are you going for it on 4th down 2 scores?
Honestly, I don't see how you can. You got to hope for another mistake by Marion Center. They're just not moving the ball at all.
Booker takes the snap, and he's back to pass. Rolls to his right. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to be caught and gets out of that tackle and ends up getting only about a yard of it before Marion Center finally tracks him down. He really gave it his best. Tonkin was one of the guys there, and once again for the Stingers was Landon Bennett, but it was only a gain of a yard, and it's 4th down and 8.
Yeah, you give them all the credit in the world for breaking free, but
they're going for it.
Couldn't go. Yeah, they're going to try. Their defense has been playing inside of the field anyway, so what's the difference?
Knoll to his quarterback's right. And the sophomore Booker, maybe they're trying to try a hard count to try to draw him off sides. 9 seconds left. Boy, I don't know if you want to burn a timeout here, but they're going to have to. 13-0. Marion Center the lead. Timeout Northern Cambria. Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Saturday on 92.5 FM U92 and U92Radio.com.
I'm Joe Pittman. Indiana County and its neighbors in the 41st District are Western Pennsylvania. Hardworking, independent people. The energy supplier to millions. We need a voice in Harrisburg, and I humbly ask for your vote for Senator from the 41st District.
Introducing... Oh, there you are. Introducing the card that gives you a better way to pay. You've swiped, you've chipped, but now you can simply tap and go. The first Commonwealth Bank MasterCard contactless card makes checkout simple at millions of locations. Fast, secure, convenient. Tap your first Commonwealth Bank MasterCard contactless card at your favorite checkouts today.
I love that girl.
It's 4th down and 8 for Northern Cambria, and Booker is back to pass. And he's going to loft it long and just over the head of Owen Prasco. It falls incomplete. Marion Center will take over. For just a second, it looked like Prasco was going to flash open there and have a chance at that ball, but instead the ball is turned over on downs to Marion Center. Again, in Northern Cambria territory, the Stingers will take it back over at the 42-yard line, so the fumble by Marion Center does not harm them.
Yeah, he did break open, but Booker saw him a little too late and then threw the ball beyond where he could have got to it, so it just kind of was blown up. Just nothing is going well for the offense of Northern Cambria. Their defense, you got to give them all the credit in the world. They have played super football here. Deserve better fate, but right now they got to make another stop.
Here comes Marion Center. And on first down, the Stingers move. Adam Rising is going to get this team in for film work this week. And he's going to have a few comments.
Defense, he's got to be proud as heck of his defense, but offensively they've been making these mistakes throughout the game. Just haven't been what I call real consistent and real what they like to call efficient.
They haven't been sharp.
That's the word. The simple word.
The officials still talking about this. Are they going to?
I think they were thinking
call
it was offside.
on Northern Cambria.
I didn't see any movement. I wasn't going to say anything.
I did see
sure.
movement, but the movement obviously was in reaction to a violation of the neutral zone.
Yeah, the right defensive tackle jumped, but whether he was drawn or not, obviously was not. So that made the Stingers' life a little easier here.
So wait a second. Look where they walked off to.
Wait a minute.
That's not right. They gave him a
6-yard
penalty.
Wow. And these guys next door are saying the same.
It's a horrible spot. The handoff to Volya, and Volya keeps his feet. He's got the entire student body of Northern Cambria trying to drag him down. But look at you can look over on the far side and see where that line of scrimmage was.
Clearly not 5 yards.
And it's a first down. It's like, come on, fellas. There's some basic math involved here. So
he got what, 3 on that?
He got 3 yards on the carry, but the penalty should have been a 5-yarder. It was closer to 7.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I mean, how hard is it to mark 5 yards and then check yourself?
And the Northern Cambria coaches should have pointed that out. Ryan's going to keep it himself and get the first down and keep the pile moving, too. He's inside the 30 to the 27-yard line, it looks like.
It's about 7 yards on the quarterback keeper. That's pretty good. This defense has got to be a little weary.
Oh, yeah.
They've been out here and this side of the field the entire night, or so it would seem.
Well, but here's the thing. These are the same guys. I mean, they're just turning around. The offense is playing defense for both of these teams.
It's just a matter of, you're trying to dig down, and you don't see any reason to play as hard as you need to play because you're just not having any success.
Here's the carry for Tonkin.
Beautiful
Whoa, baby.
play.
Shooting through and knocking him down.
That's your guy, isn't it?
That's Luke Tomalo.
It was a beautiful play.
Man, he got Tonkin. That is going to be a loss of 2.
Tonkin's having a rough night. He's got 4 yards on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carries.
Luke Tomalo is listed as 5'8" and 205 pounds.
Was lightning quick. Read that beautifully.
205 pounds of dynamite. Because he keeps blowing up plays.
Shot the gap and made the play.
2nd and 12 for the Stingers. The snap, and Ryan is back to pass. He'll come across the middle, and it is too tall for the intended receiver, TJ Lynn.
Not quite sure why they're
going to stop the clock on
that. Pass. Yeah, they're running the ball decently enough that they could burn. It's only 5 minutes to go. 5:14. You could run a good bit of that off, and the Colts have shown no ability to really get chunks of yards. So I think you're pretty secure if you're Marion Center.
This being 2020 and the year of living stupidly, teams do have the option of playing if they lose tonight. And, for instance, West Shamokin lost last night. They still have the option of playing next week, and they're going to do it. And United has a game scheduled next week against Kanawha Township. That's contingent upon the injury situation for the Lions. Marion Center running out of time on that play clock. They're going to call timeout. 13-0, Stingers lead it. Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Saturday night, 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and I respectfully ask for your vote on Election Day. I will continue to fight for your rights and your future. I remain committed to improving the quality of life in our region and making sure our children have the best education possible. Re-elect me, Jim Struzzi, on November 3rd.
In Lipniscus, Hutton Blues Insurance of Indiana is proud to support high school football.
I'm Jay Blues. You can't beat football season, and when it comes to your insurance needs, you won't beat the service we provide at Hutton Blues Insurance.
Our family business has served Indiana and the surrounding counties for more than 3 decades.
Once you do business with Hutton Blues Insurance, we'll make you a customer for life.
So best of luck, area teams, from your friends at Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
Most of the games that I've done have been huge offensive extravaganzas.
This is sort of like a pleasure for you, isn't it?
This is so different. Yeah, this is actually football.
3rd and 12, Ryan under center. And the counter action to Peterson. Peterson looks for room. Makes a move to the outside. He's knocked down at the 25-yard line. He took a hard hit there at the end of that play. He was stumbling forward, helmet forward, when he took that hit. He's going to end up getting 6 yards out of the play. And 4th down coming up. And the Stingers are still going to need another 6.
Nice job over there. I think it was Delansky that made the initial hit on him. He had some yards there he could have picked up had he not been tripped.
Guess he only got 5 out of that. And 4th down coming up. The football on the 25. They need the 19. And Ryan is back to pass. And there comes the rush. There's the release. Looking for Tonkin. And Copeland never turned around on the ball. And it just bounced, I believe, off of him. It falls incomplete.
I think it bounced off his back, and then he gave Tonkin a shove.
Northern Cambria will hold, and once more they will take over on downs. They'll have the football at their 25-yard line. The clock showing 4:24 left.
Time to pull out the wraparound draw.
Well, if this was Coach Packer, the hook and lateral would be happening here.
They need to do something to get a big chunk of yardage here and get in this game, or it's pretty much over.
Booker, the quarterback. Here comes the rush. He's back to pass. Releases into the flat, short pass, and it is caught. And a yard or two. And, boy, big flags flying as one Stinger and two Colts were all tangled up, and the officials didn't like any of what they saw. Two of them threw their flags as high as they possibly could. It's like the flares they used to send up in World War II to light up the entire sky. So the pass completion, and who's the flag on?
I don't know. They're talking
Here comes
about
the
it.
signal. Going to do it both ways.
See, the player from Marion Center that was involved came to the sideline to get his helmet back on.
Personal foul on Northern Cambria. And
that's it.
That's it. Looked like he wanted to signal more, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought he was going to give it both ways, but apparently, oh, wow.
The completion was to Peyton Myers for no gain. And then the 15-yard penalty on Northern Cambria is half the distance, and they put it at the 12. And so they start from there.
As if it wasn't going bad enough offensively. They're so far back. 25 yards.
On first down, the handoff is to Knoll, and Isaac fights forward, and he's going to get a couple. But the clock is such a big factor now. And there's another big, long, high-flying flag. And the players were walking away from each other, and that's someone using a word that you need to get your mouth washed out with soap for. Almost not going to like that. And it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct, and it will be on Marion Center. And
that gives that yardage all back.
And then some. So Knoll ran for 3. And then the 15-yarder on Marion Center for unsportsmanlike conduct.
So it looks like second and about 6. The way the officials count it, that would be 5.
Yeah. Who's to say? Now I guess they're going to say he had 4 yards on that carry. He comes in motion now, and the second man is Prasco, and Prasco looks for some space. He's brought down across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And it's going to be third down and 3. Three and a half to go in the fourth quarter. Northern Cambria, believe it or not, still has an outside shot at this game.
They got to make some big gains, though.
Prasco in motion, gets the handoff, and down he goes. Meeting him in the backfield and dragging him down for the Marion Center Stingers. He's made a number of plays tonight. That's Destin Fisher, and the loss is going to be all the way back to the 29-yard line. So fourth down coming up and 7 to go. That loss is 4 yards.
Didn't have a chance there.
So the Colts, with the rolling clock at 2:51, are going to set up and go for this. Prasco and Booker in the backfield. A couple of kids named Owen.
Pretty much the game here.
Prasco empties. And the short pass is to Knoll on the flat. Oh, he makes a move and he gets away and gets the first down. Good play there by Isaac Knoll as he gets that first down. He needed 7 and he got 9.
Nice, just a quick out, and that was one of those jobs where I said yards after catch, and that's what he did. Got the first down. Nice move.
Now 2:28 left in the fourth quarter. Booker rolls to his right. He wants to pass. He's got Knoll on the flat, and the pass is behind him and actually intended for Prasco. Incomplete. We'll stop the clock at 2:18. Second and 10 coming up.
Just unable to make any major completions to get the ball downfield. And they do need to get 10, 12 or more yards on each play here. So they have a little time left if they want an onside kick, if they score. That's a big if.
Second out and 10. I understand.
They're just not doing anything here to make you feel good about it.
Prasco in the backfield. The snap, back to pass, and there it is to Prasco. Little screen pass, looks for room, makes a nice move. He's got the first down and more. He's into Marion Center territory. Another move. He's the 40 and all the way down to the 36-yard line. 13, 23, 30 yards. Let's see where they put it.
That's how a screen should work. Well done and well run.
32 yards on the
Prasco. Just a little in the flat, broke a tackle, and once he gets into that deep secondary, he can do a lot of things, and he did it.
Minute 59 from the Marion Center 31. Booker back to pass again. Releases, looks, and almost intercepted. Boy, he had a man, Copeland, all alone in the center of that field. Diving and making a play on the ball for Marion Center. Unable to come up with it was Reckenbaugh.
I was just going to say, I think that Booker's starting to feel a little confident now, and he makes that pass. He just missed the open man.
I think it's one of those where he was running and he just needed to set his feet.
Yeah.
He didn't do so enough. Clock is stopped at 1:50. 2nd and 10, he's back to pass again. Booker steps up, rolls to his right, being chased, releases. Has his man Dumb. Dumb can't hold on.
Well, that ball needed to be caught. It was not uncatchable. It was right there. He had two hands on it.
Incomplete.
Did not pull it in, though.
3rd and 10, they used up about 10 seconds on the clock. 1:42 left in the fourth quarter.
Marion Center, their job secondary-wise, everything's in front of you. Nobody gets deep.
3rd down and 10 for Northern Cambria. Marion Center 31-yard line. Prasco in motion. And Booker fakes it to Knoll, keeps it himself, and he's going to get a yard or two. Interesting call, but it brings up 4th down. That'll roll the clock unless they call timeout. 1:30. It's a 2-yard gain. Quickly to the line of scrimmage for Northern Cambria.
It's their last chance right here.
And whistle. And a timeout called by the Colts. 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. 13-0 Marion Center. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Saturday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
This is the Tire Man, James Cypress from Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center at Luther Ford with bad news and some good news. The bad news is winter is coming. The good news, if you need tires, we can help. Buy 3 tires and you'll get the 4th one free. Plus, we offer at least 8 of the most popular tire brands in the country. The Tire Man will also throw in free lifetime tire rotation and a free alignment check. We will match or beat any competitor's price. But hurry, offer ends November 30th at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center at Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City.
Every day, businesses find ways to face whatever challenge that day brings. Communities find new ways to come together, and families find more ways to stay connected. At First Commonwealth, we're ready to help you along the way, to help businesses take care of business, to help strengthen communities, and to help our neighbors look forward with confidence to whatever each day brings. We're ready. We care.
From the 29-yard line, the pass is caught. And all the way down to the 6 is Gavin Dumb. The completion from Owen Booker from the 29-yard line. They'll get it to the 6, a gain of 23.
It's wide open across the middle, and Booker put it right there. Beautiful pass, and there's still life with Northern Cambria here.
1st and goal from the 5-yard line with 1:04 to go. Colts looking to punch it in and get an onside kick. The handoff is to Isaac Knoll. Dives forward. I think he's short, but they're a little bit closer.
They're burning
They put
time,
it on the 2.
That's the bad news. He needed to score on that. They're going to have to hurry it up.
46 seconds. They rush to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, the snap. And a little collision between the quarterback and Isaac Knoll. And Knoll will go down at the 3, a loss of a yard with 34 seconds to go. The Colts will stop the clock.
Oh, that hurt. Those 2 plays hurt. I thought Knoll had it. I thought he was in, but obviously no signal. And then does he get stuffed?
Timeout called by the Colts. 34.1 seconds left in this fourth quarter. How about this score? Williamsburg 50, Blairsville 13.
That's unimaginable to me. I just can't imagine Blairsville getting.
Well, to quote Vicini, it's inconceivable.
That's very much the word you're looking for in that score. Wow. Bobcats have been playing well the last couple of weeks.
Well, they're getting beaten badly tonight, so they'll be out of the playoffs. Haven't heard anything from that Salzburg game at Juniata Valley. Here,
this is
third down and goal.
Do or die here.
34.1 seconds. Booker back to pass. Releases, and it is intercepted by Marion Center. And the return is back to the 17-yard line. Justin Peterson with the pickoff of the pass intended. It looked like Copeland. And so the Stingers shut down the threat and will shut the book on this game as Peterson picks off the pass, their second interception of the game. Comes with 25.8 seconds to go, and the Stingers only need to snap it and take a knee. The return is back to the 17. Marion Center is going to be back here next week. There's the knee for Ryan. Our final score, Marion Center 13, Northern Cambria nothing. Our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show is next. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. Member FDIC. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Saturday playoff night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
The Indiana County Technology Center Adult Education Program offers a variety of career pathways for adults. Whether you're looking for a new career or simply just learn new skills, ICTC's selection of diverse programs will help you achieve your goals. Our programs are tailored to fit your needs and offer industry-specific certification opportunities. Call today at 724-349-6700 to find out how we can help you become more successful.
Involved in a collision or accident, call the collision repair specialist Petroff's A1 Auto Body, a family-owned business serving the community since 1946. Call Petroff's A1 Auto Body in Clymer, the collision repair specialist at 724-254-9417.
Sure. The Marion Center Stingers defeat the Northern Cambria Colts 13-0 in the first round of the District 6 Class AA playoffs. All of the scoring coming in the first half of the football game. Stingers, with the first possession of the night, were forced to punt, but as they did, Northern Cambria fumbled it away, and Marion Center recovered at the Colts 17. 5 plays later, the field goal from 25 yards from Braden Reckenbaugh made it 3-0 Marion Center. The Stingers forced a punt from Northern Cambria on their next possession, and then Marion Center took over at the Colts' 45-yard line. They drove it forward, but had some reversals on the offensive possession, and Reckenbaugh pulled them out again with a 34-yard field goal, and it was 6-0 Marion Center with 23 seconds left in the first quarter. It stayed that way toward the end of the first half when Marion Center took the football with 6:49 left in the second quarter at their 43-yard line after a short Northern Cambria punt and a good return by Justin Peterson. Then Peterson caught a 19-yard pass. There was a 3-yard run by quarterback Ty Ryan, but a 15-yard penalty on Northern Cambria. And then from the 21-yard line, a beautiful pass-catch reception from Ryan to T.J. Lynn, who outleaped the defender in the end zone. 21 yards for the touchdown. Reckenbaugh's kick was good, and it was 13-0 at the half. And the two teams exchanged a lot of tough, hard defense the rest of the way. The end of the first half and all through the second as well, with the Stingers coming away with a 13-0 victory. Marion Center will move on next week to host the second-round game against the Cambria Heights Highlanders, who were awarded a forfeit win over Southern Huntington for this first round of the playoffs. The Stingers win it in round one of the AA playoffs, the final 13-0. For your hometown radio station, I'm Todd Marino. And our First Commonwealth Bank post-game show continues. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first, member FDIC.